Hello everybody and happy Wednesday. I hope your day is going well. It has been a little bit of a wet start to our day here, and we're going to continue to have a little bit of cloud cover as we head throughout this morning, and over the next couple of days we're going to still have a few rain chances in here. Now, just a little brief update on what this is. We're going to be doing these weather updates every Wednesday to just kind of get everybody ready for that end of the week, into the weekend, and how you can expect your next week to start off. So first of all, we're going to start a little bit about what we have out there for today. Today it's going to be drier this afternoon compared to what we had this morning for some areas. We did have a lot of rainfall earlier on, but I expect some drier conditions a little bit more this afternoon. So let's talk about what we have out there as we head throughout the rest of Wednesday morning and into Wednesday afternoon. Seeing a little bit of shower activity out there. We did have a lot of rain earlier on this morning. You see how much rain that we saw coming in on some big totals there, up to 1 inch to 2, maybe even up to 3 inches for some spots there in northern portions of Fulton County, and then stretching into portions of Cherokee County as well as Cobb County. We had some really heavy rainfall move through, and you can see now that we're starting to see a lot of this shower activity move out with some quieter conditions. I'm just adjusting one thing right here real quick, guys. Bringing down some mic levels just a little bit. So satellite radar showing us that we do have some quieter conditions again moving in. You see that the cloud cover is kind of lingering around, but we're already starting to see some of that clear sky break through. Now here's a time lapse. This isn't current conditions right now in Atlanta, but watch this time lapse as we move throughout the overnight time frame and into the morning. You'll see that as we head throughout the overnight, the cloud cover moves in, we get the shower and thunderstorm activity. Good amount of cloud cover at times right over the city, and then boom, clear sky starts to develop over the city, and it's looking a lot nicer as we make our way throughout this afternoon. So not sure what just happened with the system there. Let me see if I can bring back up the graphics. There we go. Again, looking like a little bit of a clear sky as we look out towards the city of Newnan. Taking a look at the temperatures, you see 73 right now in Atlanta, 71 in Marietta, we have 72 in Duluth, 70 in Canton, 66 in Blairsville, and 65 in Clayton. Meanwhile, at 75 down in Thomaston. That's headed into around 10:05 in the morning on Wednesday here in North Georgia. You see that the temperatures today will be rising into the mid-80s. You know, we're in a stretch of some really warm conditions. These are the highest temperatures that we have had so far this year in 2022 for Atlanta. Notice that for May 2nd and May 3rd, we had temperatures hit 86, so very hot compared to where we should be this time of year. We should be sitting there in the upper 70s. You see that we've had a stretch of warmer weather here, really from the end of April into early May. We've just been kind of dealing with those warmer conditions, and with that, well, we still have pretty high pollen counts out there. Notice the pollen count coming in at a high amount for today on Wednesday. I think with some of the shower activity that we had this morning, we may see the pollen count drop for Thursday. You know, we've been in high to extreme for the pollen counts every day in April. To start off May, we've been sticking around in there, and we haven't had a moderate or low pollen count since March. So let's hope that we can start to get some in here. And with a little bit of chances for rain each day over the next few days, we may see those tree pollen counts really come down. Here's what we have for Wednesday by 5 p.m. Notice temperatures in the 80s, maybe a spotty shower or two, but much drier compared to what we had this morning. Moving into Thursday morning at 6:30 a.m., temperatures in the 50s and 60s. And then we move into the afternoon on Thursday, and those temperatures are going to rebound into the 80s and 90s. So another very warm day there, and maybe seeing a little bit of cloud cover in some spots, but it's not going to be too bad. It's going to be a hot day, though, for Thursday, so be ready for that. We move into Friday, 60s and 70s to start off. A little bit of shower activity there from northwest Georgia. Not all of us will see rain on Friday, but we will have a pretty good chance there. Look at some of those heavier showers up into Rome and Dalton. We'll continue to have those higher chances for rain all throughout the day on Friday, 60% chance in there. And then Saturday and Sunday and Monday, bringing some drier conditions. Hey, you get the drier weather right where you want to see it in time for the weekend. Now, the rain that occurred this morning is not on this graphic right here, so keep that in mind. We did pick up, I think, a little bit of rain down towards the airport, so May coming in with zeros so far, but we are still well ahead for the year thanks to how much rain that we had in February, March, and April. Very wet months, so it's stopping us from seeing any issues there with rainfall amounts. We are doing just fine, and I have no doubt that we're going to do fine in May. Even if we end up falling a little bit behind, all that rain that we had the past few months should help keep us ahead. Drought, not a condition in North Georgia. You see that portions of southern Georgia, though, are under some moderate drought and some abnormally dry conditions as close as Augusta and just south of Macon there. You also see a small portion of the Appalachians kind of close to Maryville, Tennessee, kind of just west and southwest of there, I guess, where they do have some abnormally dry conditions, but that's not impacting us. I do want to zoom out, and I want to talk about a little bit of the rest of the United States. Some very serious drought conditions over towards Texas, stretching into New Mexico. You know, San Antonio, Texas has had, I think, less than 4 inches of rain so far this year. Now, they typically are drier, but they're really struggling right now. Colorado's been dealing with a lot of dry conditions, so, you know, while we've been in a surplus of rain, the western half of the United States, they have not been so lucky. They've been really struggling, and they need some more rainfall themselves. Your 7-day forecast showing that as we head throughout Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, you see that we have the better chances for rain. Lower on the whizometer, yeah, but the whizometer bumps up just in time for the weekend, right? Take a look at Saturday and Sunday. Mother's Day itself looking beautiful. We are going to be dealing with the rain, yes, the next few days. And again, that 40% chance for rain for Wednesday, for today, that's really more for what we were dealing with this morning. Temperatures well above average for today and tomorrow. Thursday may end up being the hottest day of the year so far. Friday, dipping the temperatures with some of that heavier rain that we're going to have possible. Saturday, keeping us cooler compared to what we have for today and tomorrow. But it is going to be good weather to be outside. So, you know, go ahead and take mom out. It's going to be a beautiful day there for Saturday and for Sunday if you plan to take her out for Mother's Day itself. Monday, showing an 11 on the whizometer, looking beautiful, lots more sunshine. That's why we don't have an 11 on Saturday, because just not going to be as much sunshine. And then Tuesday looking nice too, coming in at a 10. So, you know, we've had a pretty good stretch of nice weather there for the end of April, and now for May. We've had a few great days in there, so we need a little bit of rain every once in a while, right? So we can appreciate those nicer days even more. For those who don't like the heat, though, I do have some bad news. As we move through the middle part of May, day 8 through day 14, so we're looking beyond the 7-day forecast. I always like to give people an idea of what the weather pattern may be like. It looks like we're going to be dealing with above average temperatures, so it's going to be pretty hot. That's going to be temperatures up in the 80s each day, mid to upper 80s even possibly, as we head throughout the middle of May. We are moving into that warmer time of year, so just be ready for it. And then it's looking like we'll have around average rainfall, so nothing too concerning. You see that they'll have more average rainfall there into the middle part of the United States, and then when you look off toward the western portion of the United States into New Mexico, Arizona, Colorado, over to California, areas that need the rainfall right now, well, it looks like they're not going to be too lucky. They're going to be missing out on rain as we head throughout this middle part of May. Here's a look at the Peach State outlook. If you're going to be headed out across Georgia here over these next few days, showing pretty nice conditions, but going to be hot in some spots. You see that, yes, Atlanta will be hitting the 80s for highs today, or for Thursday rather, and for today. But for Friday, 70s again for Saturday. You see everybody pretty much catching those rain chances for Friday. And look at how hot it's going to be in some places on Thursday. 91 in Columbus on Thursday, 92 in Savannah. You may want to take off and head down to the beach. It's going to be great beach weather down there towards the Atlantic coast of Georgia. Athens showing 90, 95 in Albany. Whew, it's going to be hot. But we all get a little bit cooler there by Saturday with drier conditions, 70s and 80s, a little bit more sunshine too. So if you have any plans to travel across the state, looking pretty nice there as we head throughout the day on Saturday. I always like to look at the weekend getaways too. You know, maybe you're planning a trip up to Lake Lanier this weekend. Maybe you're headed over to Savannah. Maybe, yeah, Lake Lanier, you know, it's about time to get that boat ready. If you have a boat, you can get it, you know, go ahead and take it out of that winterized mode and try to get it ready to take out on the lake. Temperature's going to be in the 70s, going to be a nice weekend. Just going to be a little bit stormy there on Friday. Savannah going to be beautiful this weekend if you plan a trip down there. Charleston, South Carolina looking nice as well. Gatlinburg, Tennessee, maybe a little bit of rain there on Saturday, but hey, that helps to get everything more livened up there in the mountains, right? And then Destin showing temperatures in the 80s a good amount of sunshine there for Saturday and Sunday. Will be a beautiful day, Saturday and Sunday both, to be there along the Gulf. And your Georgia State Park forecast. This is going to be for Thursday. So if you're planning any hikes, maybe for Thursday, again, it's going to be hot. Make sure you drink plenty of water. But temperatures starting off in the 50s to 60s to 70s, depending on where you're going to be. If you're on Getaways Island down there along the coast, temperatures will be in the 70s, but we do rise into the 80s in most locations for the afternoon. Providence Canyon there, kind of south of Columbus, may hit about 90 degrees. So going to be hot there, and not a lot of sun exposure down in Providence Canyon. So make sure that you drink plenty of water and wear plenty of sunscreen too. So again, looking like we are going to be pretty hot here over these next few days. Not going to be a ton in the way of rain chances past Friday. I'm going to bring back up the 7-day forecast just to show that again. Give me 1 second, guys. So again, looking like we're going to have the best rain chances this week coming in on Friday, and then once we head into Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, we will be drier. So over the next 3 days, how much rain are we going to get? Let's go ahead and answer that. It looks like we could get anywhere from about 3/4 of an inch or less across the region. The highest totals for rainfall will be up there into the mountains of North Georgia. The Atlanta area could get just about around 1/2 of an inch of rain. And then when you get closer on down towards Macon, we could get anywhere from about 1/4 of an inch or less. So it looks like those higher rainfall totals will be into North Georgia, stretching into Tennessee, North Carolina, and then even further off to the north into Kentucky, Virginia. That's going to be where they're going to have higher totals for rainfall. And unfortunately, we're going to be missing out on the heavier rain. And I say unfortunately because remember, the heavier rain, the better chance we have of really knocking out some of this pollen and ending up with some quieter conditions as far as the allergy count is concerned. Because I know a lot of people, including myself, have been struggling with allergens, but as we head at least through the next few days, maybe we can get some of this rainfall to knock it out. Again, this weekend for Mother's Day, if you have any plans, it's going to be absolutely beautiful. Make sure that you enjoy this weekend. Get out there, enjoy some of that sunshine that we have, especially on Sunday for Mother's Day. As we make our way throughout this week, of course, we'll continue to keep everybody updated on 11 Alive and on 11alive.com, and of course on all of our apps. Don't forget that we have apps that are on the Apple Store, on the Android Store, and then we also have this new way that you can watch updates on your Fire TV as well as Roku. So be sure to download our apps in all those locations. If you don't already, this update is going to those locations as well. So again, here's your 7-day forecast. I'm going to go ahead and keep this up for everybody. That way you can keep updated and kind of get an idea of the forecast. And we're going to go ahead and wrap up this update. So every Wednesday, we're going to be having an update just like this, keeping everybody informed on what we can expect here for the week ahead, what we've been dealing with more recently, especially with some of those hottest days that we've had, as well as what the pollen count is each day as we continue to make our way through allergy season. And we'll be sure to keep everybody updated, of course, on air, and online, anytime in between. Have a wonderful Wednesday. Have a wonderful end to your week. Have a wonderful Mother's Day. And we'll see you right here again on Wednesday.